We're very encouraged. The outlook is actually quite encouraging for the region. Sub-Saharan Africa did much better through the crisis than most observers expected. Of course, we now think that with that performance, Sub-Saharan Africa could see itself near where it was in the beginning of the decade, growing by some 5 to 5.5% this year and next. Now that the growth seems to be in hand and returning, and recovery is returning, it's important that the authorities now work to rebuild those savings that they used in the course of the crisis, so that when the next crisis hits, they're able again to draw on their reserves and their savings to respond. So that's really the challenge ahead, to continue good macroeconomic policies to rebuild, as we call them, the policy buffers that have helped so much during this crisis. Sub-Saharan Africa needs investment. A large part of that investment in the social sectors and some infrastructure investments will depend on the public sector, but most investment should come from the private sector. And so the challenge going forward will be for Sub-Saharan African governments to improve the enabling environment for private investments, so that they continue to attract capital from abroad, and so that investments in infrastructure and in other manufacturing and other facilities help to sustain growth. There is still work to be done on the overall enabling environment and regulatory policies, and how long it takes to register businesses, how easy it is to import. Despite the fact that there's been tremendous progress in these areas, it still takes too long to establish new businesses in many countries, and there's still significant work to be done to make sure that the private sector is able to make the long-term investments and commitment that are needed to sustain growth.